Another episode of Cities Skylines, and there's a big movement going on. I'm gonna kind of spur it on a little bit more by adding a little more along the lines of this kind of thing over here. I'll do a little bit of commercial, I think, as well, but again I'm just gonna go with the low density pieces over here. So a little bit over there. I think this corner over here will actually be pretty good. Let's do a little bit of that. And then this one, maybe this one should be a little bit of high density going on over here. I think so. A little bit of high density commercial right in this section right over there. Maybe a small shop in that corner there. So there we go. So a little bit of commercial going on in this area. I want to fill out a little bit more of this as we go. So let's do a little bit of that, a little bit of this through there. Okay, so this can start filling in. I've added an extra kind of crematorium right over there. See how that goes. Getting a lot of traffic coming in here. Obviously the moving in is going strong. No water and power for that plot only, is that? Oh no, all of them. So let's run this one straight through there. Do a little something like that. Gonna run that up there and there. That's pretty good. Now we still have a bit of a power issue over here. I'm guessing it'll jump. Pretty soon. But in the meantime, maybe what we'll do is we'll just do a little something like that to connect them. Nice, so that's connected over there. This is going to start filling in. That's going to need some power. What I also wanted to do is actually run a little bit of a road out here onto the highway. So something similar to that, but going in here in this area only. Just so that we can probably alleviate, well, not that there's that much traffic going on anywhere else, to be very honest. So let's, but I wanted to do that, so just so that we kind of fill out these areas properly. So let's do this one. And I'm keen that we do it like so. Okay, now, let's start it off straight for a while. And now I'm gonna kind of curve it out that way. Something like this, for instance. There we go. And now we'll tie that together. And that's going to provide you access to this area. Now let's get our our highway pieces ready here. Do that and that. Give me the move it here, and we'll start tying this in like so. There we go. So now we've got access over there. Kind of tempted to at some point do a little bit of a move as well, but anyway, that's going to provide us a little bit better access into that area. Also, maybe we'll start seeing people making use of these pieces. We still have a lot of moving in traffic going on. There's still a lot of moving in happening, and all of these things are going. Now we are starting to see a fair bit more demand for industry, and to be honest, our demand for that, our demand for residential is dropping quite substantially now. So let's quickly get rid of this parking on this road here. And now what do we have? These facilities, plain timber and paper, is pretty full. So this thing should be kind of pumping out at a pretty decent rate. So if we go that up to like 120%. We'll see how that works. Now, we also unlocked a few extra kind of unique factories. So let's see, what do we have over here? We've got the industrial steel plant that turns, is that metal into steel, or obviously products. We've got the printing press that's going to turn some stuff over, and the lemonade factory. I think we've got glass actually being created now. What do we have over here? The clothing factory, as well as the soft paper factory that's requiring a lot more stuff, and a food factory and a modular house factory. So a lot of stuff happening. But I'm thinking the industrial steel plant, I'm quite tempted to have the industrial steel plant somewhere nearby nearby this area, but I also don't necessarily want it to clog up or make use of our ore mining areas over here. So the question is then, if we do the industrial steel plant, we can't actually tie it in. It actually squeezes in right over here. It's a pretty busy road though. I'm wondering how we improve the situation. I'm tempted that we don't actually use this piece. This piece is seemingly becoming a bit of a problem for us. But that squeezes in there pretty nicely. Let's do that. Let's put it in there. And its pollution will be restricted to this area. So there we go. The industrial steel plant. My goodness, right at the entrance of the city. Now, this requires metals only. So all I need to do is get a bit of a metal storage going on. So if we go to ore, actually if we go to storage, a large warehouse, a medium warehouse, or a small warehouse. Yeah, we'll place a small warehouse over there and we'll get metals to come to this. Metals please, balance, thank you. So we're going to get some metals coming in here. I'm a little worried about all the traffic that we're starting to see on this section. So we'll keep an eye on whether that negatively impacts this area. But at least that is going to give us plenty of new work, I think. Well, some new work at least. And it'll give us some more products in here. I'm liking it. It's like a real industrial area with its buffers over here. Probably a little close to this, the farmland, but I like it. And there's this the train station over here, so these guys can actually get their stuff from the train station. Hopefully there is now a requirement for some of these goods to be shipped in that direction. So you're providing metals for us, and I'm hoping we can provide some more metals. You're doing glass. Let's get us some extra metal factory stuff going on over here. So we only have those two. So let's grab an extra ore grinding facility. So we'll do the two of them next to each other there. And then what we'll do is we'll grab some more ore extraction as well. Let's do two more ore extraction pieces over there. So we can see how that works for us. Nice, that's doing well. There's still plenty of traffic coming in here, and I still think it's largely due to the moving in. This one here has kind of stopped, so we don't have that big move in there anymore. Ooh, what's happened? The ore extraction site has reached level 3, so now we've got the rotary kiln, the electronics factory, the seabed mining vessel, and the medium ore mine. Perfect. So there's some more stuff we can start using over here. So ore is up and running and doing well. These facilities are pretty full. Good stuff. Lots of workers going on over here. filling in nicely. This area I was kind of thinking could be, what is this? Not enough fuel. That's an interesting one. So that needs some imports to come in, and I'm guessing it's stuck. Stuck in traffic? Potentially stuck in traffic. It's quite busy. A lot of this is quite busy. What's happening over there? These things getting filled up? Not really. This is still low on plain timber. You know, don't fill. I want you to be balanced. Ah, that's the problem. Ooh, and it's a capital city. We got an extra square. We got a harbor, eco water treatment plant. That's pretty good. Some ships in there. Any unique buildings that we're getting? Nothing too cool. Actually, the launch site is now available. Excellent. So loving it. This needs to be set to balanced. I think if you set it to full, it just fills, and it doesn't actually make use of the stuff at the facility here, is it? I think that's part of the problem, actually. This one isn't balanced, so I'm hoping to see some metals coming in. I'm hoping we'll see some metals come in from this facility over here. Is this one switched on? It is switched on, and it is operating normally. Oh, there you go. What is that? Don't know what it is, though, so we'll see. Anyway, this is producing metals. It's got not enough raw materials coming in, so we can start to maybe see how we expand that a little bit. People are parking wherever they want. Now that's good. All of this is working. These roads are almost wondering if I just shouldn't signalize or time this signal myself so that we can get more people through that intersection. I think that's a big part of the issue here. I think this thing is struggling a little bit with all the movements. What we could do, you know what we could do, is I could actually grab one of these roads and do a little something like this, so we can upgrade that section the other way around. So now we actually have a bit more room, so we can get a little bit more traffic across the intersection. I think that will be a good upgrade for us right there. I'm tempted to just have a look. What is our speed limit on here? 40. Maybe 50 is a better one. There we go. 50. 50 instead. So let's see. Maybe that helps us out a little bit over here. That'll remain slow. And the zoo is now level 4. So now there's some more stuff over here. But what I was wanting to do is maybe even get rid of these paths, like so, and do a bit of a water pool in here so that we can... so let's pause things a little bit. And then I'm tempted for us to drop things down a little bit. Over here, so that we can get a bit of a pool going. Yeah, so let's keep doing that. I don't want it to be too deep. How deep is that? It's okay. Okay, so there's a little bit of that going on. All we need to do is make sure that we've got a water outlet over here, and it's going to be a struggle for us to keep that thing filled up with water, though. Okay, so let's do that. Let's quickly have a look. The stuff that we're looking for, I've never built one of these before. A Sealife Enclosure. Shoreline required, and that's, oh, Sealife. No, that's too much. I can't do Sealife over here. Yeah, so maybe that's not the right thing for us to do. Sealife is a bit too much. This isn't sea, of course. So let's just kind of select that piece, and we'll just fill this back up. Sorry about that. That's not going to be a thing for us. Can we just strengthen this thing a little bit more? Obviously, you don't want to overdo it when you're doing these this landscaping stuff. Okay, now we've got some saving going on. Perfect. Excellent. So now we go. That's pretty good now. Back up and running. So let's just see what else can we plop in here now. The Giraffe Enclosure. That actually goes pretty nicely. Like that. So let's do that. And then what we'll do is we'll just kind of link these back up again. Give me some of that walkway, please. What do you mean? Come on. That's linked up nicely. Come on. Link it in there. Okay, well, let's do that. And what we'll do is I'll try and do that. There we go. Nice. Now that looks pretty good. Nice giraffe enclosure over there. What else do we need? What else can we squeeze in here? Is that the only one we got? Oh, the monkey palace. So let's see. Got a few things on this side. Though I think a little something like this, like the monkey palace over here somewhere, is probably a good idea. Space already occupied. Something like that. Monkey palace in there. Good stuff. It's a nice little zoo. Not perfectly put in place. See, that works quite well over there now. This is busy. This road is busy. I think we're properly using this road. We're getting a fair bit of action on this piece of road over here as well. We could even connect this up there. We could do. There's a few things that we can do. So I'm tempted for us to continue to fill in some areas over here. So let's do that. Oops. Not quite what I had in mind there. Mail and the likes. So there's a few more pieces of houses and things that can pop in there. Still haven't received any of these things over here. It's not that busy. I mean, everything is kind of working. How are these things doing? They're struggling. They're not really getting stuff done. I hate the sparking areas that we've got. All of this parking on this dirt road. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I'm kind of wondering if we should upgrade these roads to these industrial one-way. Oh, not one-ways. These industrial roads. I like that a little bit more, I think. Maybe that's what we should do. Upgrade that. These ones. There we go. So let's do a bit of an upgrade here. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, it's better. And we'll do the same thing over here. Yeah, just so that we've got less of that parking. We can do a area of parking, but I don't want us to get too crazy with it. These guys are looking for goods, so there's should be a fair bit of industrial demand. Landfills and cemeteries have. So this guy is full, huh? No more room. Well, start emptying it out, please. Multiple problems. Let's quickly see if I have a look at the death care piece. Cemetery usage is pretty bad. I think we've got a lot of capacity at crematoriums, but we don't have a crematorium in this area though. So let's plop a crematorium in there so that this area is at least covered also. What is that? It's like a funeral parlor, isn't it? Something like that. An asset. This side could do with something like that also. So let's squeeze one in there. So we'll do a little bit of a crematorium over here to help out with some of this. You can see we're getting some of these waves coming in. Excellent. I'm pretty keen that we do some bus transport. also. So let's grab a little bit of the bus transport. This area is getting nice and busy. These roads are getting busy. Yeah, we're gonna have to at some point do something about these intersections, because this intersection is really not working well in the way it's managing this. But it's doing much better with the extra lane that we've got there now. Oh, there's parking on here. I want to get rid of that quickly, and then we'll do the buses. So let's do parking. What was this button? Vehicle restrictions, which I've never done. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Don't want any parking on these main roads. We could do a parking area. That one is okay for now. Let's fold in pretty quickly. Oof, look at that. Now we've got a bit of a wave of death going on there. It's busy over here. Quite busy. Quite busy. Let's have a quick look. What's going on here? Why is this so slow? Let's have a look. What are our speed limits like over here? 80, 80, 80, 80, but I guess this is exactly the thing that we were talking about when I did this. Is that is causing a whole set of its own problems. Actually, let's do a little bit of this. So if we do something like that, that is immediately quicker. Yeah, look at that, immediately quicker. That's crazy. Yeah, and that's how it works in real life. Look how busy this road is. I love it. I love it if we've got well utilized busy roads. It really makes a difference. Feels like you're using things properly. Is this started? It started to produce a little bit. Is this filling up at all? No, not at all. We could set it to fill up and then look at that a little further. So this is a proper industrial area over here. We're getting our unique factories over there. There's some access with these guys going on. We still have issues with death everywhere. Look at how busy this road is, man. I'm wondering whether that's starting to be towards the end of the move in piece and it's just general traffic. Okay, well, let's quickly do the buses as we get this episode probably to a close. Oops, let's get the buses in here. So, bus, what is these things? PTS, small bus garage, city bus depot. Interesting. Okay, well, what we'll do is we will start off with some bus routes. So let's do stop there. And then a stop there. And then maybe a stop over here. And then maybe a stop like right over there, and then we're going. Actually, no, let's hang on with that. I'm tempted to run it with like a stop. Yeah, I'm tempted to put like a stop over here. Alternatively, we can run it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's run a stop there. We'll do a stop there. And we'll go back out. And we'll run the stop on this side. And then we'll just do that route. So that's going to be a nice bus route right over there. And no, you can't get in there? No. You have to be able to get in there. And that's not going to be very good for us, is it? Let's do that. That's a bus line there. Let's make sure we remove vehicles. Let's select a vehicle type. I'm gonna go with the, are we gonna go with the 18-meter ones? Yeah, let's do the 18-meter ones. We'll select a yellowish color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buses, please. Thank you very much. And then what I wanted to do is let's move this just up a tad there. And what I'm seeing, so if we've moved it a little bit, just move that over there. So really, we still can't get it to go in there. Hang on. Let's redo this section quickly. So let's move this out of the way. We'll move it over here for now, and then what I wanted to do is actually let's run a little bit of a bus road in here. So if I just do that piece there, well, let's do that. Let's run it straight through there so that that could work. And then what I'll do is I'll bring it back. Then we'll ooh. Really? Is that not gonna work for us? Can we just gonna switch that on so that we can get it to come in here? Move it there. Perfect. So there we go. So now it's not perfect, but it's got something going for it. Now let's get that bus to go back in here. So where is this? Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. Let's forget about that first one and let's try and get these things to work a little bit better this way. What we'll do is I'm just going to grab a little bit of a path piece, and we're gonna what we're gonna do is we're gonna run a little bit of a better path in that area. Oh my goodness, look at that. Let's try and at least drop that down a little bit. Not great, but hopefully that does the trick. At least now there's a bit of a bus. So what is the issue here with this bus now? Is it just struggling to find its way, or what's the issue? No, it is. It's linked. It's linked up now, so that should work well. We can do a few extra buses. So let's see. I'm pretty tempted to actually run a bus into this direction as well. So let's do. Not going to do a bus there. What we'll do is we'll stop it there, and then we'll stop it here. We will stop it there, and then we're going to run it back there and there. Perfect. Now let's pause that. Let's remove the vehicles. Let's select the types. This is just going to be the 12. Let's add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to it. This one will be like a purplish kind of color. The trams actually do purple. That's okay. That's fine. So we've got a little something, and as we fill this, we can run some more lines. So there's some bus movement happening over there. And then I'm kind of tempted to run an extra one. Kind of just meanders through here. Yeah, probably something like that. Be good. Can even meander back. Okay, so let's see. One more bus station. You're going to stop there. You're going to stop here. In there. Over there. Over there. There and there. And then you're going to come back. We'll You'll stop here at the schools, and you will do a bit of a stop over here before you end your journey over there. Perfect, and we pause that. Let's just remove these vehicles, please. Select some types. We're gonna go with the 12 meter again. It's gonna meander a bit, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this one will have a bit of a more dark green kind of color. Perfect, so there we go. So we've got some bus lines operating over there. Excellent, that should do us proud for now. We'll see about how that grows. This is going to do well. See how that works a little bit better there. Interesting. All kinds of cars doing these journeys. That's an interesting move. Well, so it's actually helpful for that one. Perfect, that's filling in quite nicely. We've got a fair bit more demand over here. That filling up? Not at all. You guys struggling with the not enough raw materials piece. Okay, well, let's get some bigger stuff going on over here. So for the ore, what other kind of bigger extraction facilities can we have? Medium ore mine. Right there. One big medium ore mine, please. Nice. I like it. I like it. Okay, guys, I think that's what I'm going to put a cut in this episode. We'll try and fill in a little bit more over here. I think we've managed to resolve some of our traffic. I do get the feeling that the traffic flips this side and that side and stuff like that all the time. This is not really doing good for us. We'll see. I also want to expand this a little bit. So actually we want to buy 2 more plots over here and then see what that does for us. So this is already at level 3. Whether we're going to need it to be much bigger, I don't quite know. But I think that's good for now. Roads nice, all of this is nice and busy. Some traffic going all the way over there, but all of this is working nicely. Little queues in a number of spaces. Okay, guys, if you've liked it, hit the button, tell me what you think, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.